No, but little by little, we are almost halfway through the year. I'm telling you, and sincerely, my prayer for you and yours is that the lines fall in pleasant places unto you as the days unfold. Hallelujah, somebody. Sometime last week, I believe I told you I'd be going to my village for my grandfather's funeral, right? Yeah, I did. And I met many amazing people, just that some of them were just trolling me, asking of the functionality of, microcosm and following, like, as you know, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? I mean, those guys have really, really, really worried me because honestly, I can't go anywhere without people asking me about it. Even children, like. But to my Germany-based auntie, wie geht es dir? What I say? And I will deal with you later. I promise you, that one is a promise. But something happened that is funny during the during the funeral. I chanced on my old boy, my father. He was sobbing like a baby, red-eyed and all. I mean, he was mourning his 180-year-old father. I understand, but me, I took pictures of the moment. It was priceless, you understand. Later on, I heard his little brother, my uncle, was crying too. And I was like, yo, I went to his son, my cousin, I was like, Charlie, your puppy and my own, or I yesterday they cry. I say, hey, these mafias do them fit cry. No, we had a good laugh because the way those two have beaten human being in the name of discipline, African parents. Oh no. So we dealt with them. But if you think we are mean, wait for it. So I got to Accra only to get a call from my stepmother. She was asking for the priceless photo of my father sobbing. The backstory was simply that she was crying at her mother's funeral months or weeks earlier. And then my father told her, oh, your mother is yours. Oh, this is a celebration. I mean, you shouldn't be crying. God gives and God, that's the Christians have been saying God gives and God takes. So she needed a picture for the purpose of internal small-scale violence. Isn't God good? I was more than happy to share the picture. This is BackPage on City TV, guys. My name is Caleb Kuda. Welcome. The show is proudly sponsored by Bell Chill and Win. Everyone is a winner, and Bell makes a taste of originality. I must say, I saw several products of Bell in the village, and I was excited. But unanimously, I believe 3 issues have dominated the week's news cycle. Maybe e-levy, big, press freedom, and e-levy again, correct? Now, let's start with the press freedom ranking. Now, according to the latest index, Ghana's press freedom credentials under our wonderful and most tolerant human rights champion of the millennium, President Akufo-Addo, Ghana's place on the index has dropped like a coconut from the highest tree straight into the Kaneshi gutter.
The Reporters Without Borders (RSF) World Press Freedom Index measures pluralism, media independence, the robustness of legislative frameworks, and the safety of journalists in 180 countries and 5 regions. Ghana's 60th position ranking shows a 30-point drop in the country's position on the World Press Freedom Index. The country's current standing makes Burkina Faso, a country governed by a military regime, better than Ghana in terms of press freedom. According to the Reporters Without Borders, the safety of journalists has deteriorated sharply in recent years, citing attacks on journalists who covered the effectiveness of anti-COVID-19 measures. The report further suggests that death threats by government officials on journalists can be described as problematic.
I'm sorry. Now, you do realize that when any government appointee is talking, they say whatever they do is either inspired by His Excellency the President, or it was his idea, or they are doing it for him on his behalf or something. They are always talking about the President, His Excellency. You can give me 2 names of appointees who are hardly able to say 2 paragraphs without mentioning His Excellency the President, right? For me, easily, it will be Dr. Process. Follow him carefully. You hear Dr. Process and Terminator. Yeah. Now, who are your nominees? I don't know who yours are. You can let me know. I'll be excited to know. But so, just as government appointees give the president credit for everything, including the air we breathe and whatever comes out. No, Dr. Charles Reku-Brobe believes that if the media is supine, then the units, you know units? Or I should say credit. No, when I went to the video, someone said, I'm buying units, so I like the units. So Dr. Charles Reku-Brobe believes that the units should belong to His Excellency, the President, fellow Ghanaians.
All the people who abuse the law in terms of the media are under the President of Ghana. The National Security Service, the police, army, all those agencies are under the President of Ghana. And it is the direction and the stewardship and the command that the incumbent president gives that people will respond. So I don't think anybody can run away from the fact that it is unfortunate, but it needs to be, it cannot be wished away, and it needs to be tackled straight on.
Well, you know, the government will not take this lying down. For the first time in a long time, the Russia-Ukraine war was spared as governments go to excuse for anything going wrong. In fact, they almost mentioned COVID-19. I am told even the pandemic was shocked. He was like, hey, babe, Bredo, is Michelle one, Minyam who be Biala, Michelle one pa. See, COVID-19, if you saw you there. Okay, so Kojo Oppong Nkrumah, Minister for Information, he, you know, if you didn't know, he's the most clever Ghanaian ever born. Quiet! The rest of you, oh, one born too much. So he comes to say, well, two things. First, the marking scheme was too hard. Otherwise, like we go blow the paper. You see that, like when you fail a paper and your parents ask you, how come? Then you tell them that, oh, see, there's some new examiner. That guy is wicked. Hey! He has made the marking scheme very, very tough. You see, the geography, I had A, but the elective maths, they gave me F9. Not that I had F9, they gave me F9. Then your parents will ask, oh, Kojo, now how come with this same wicked examiner, same tough marking scheme, some of your classmates improved on their positions while others maintained their top position with the same wicked examiner and tough. Now, this is where Kojo proved again that it gets sense past everybody for this Ghana. We'll learn. He said, you see, there is something called non-state actors. That one, no, you don't have control over it. It can just happen like that. You see, like you have diarrhea on the exam day. So it's not my fault. It's not my fault. But I will see what I can do about it. You understand? I didn't cause it, but I will see what I can do about it. You know, I don't have enough time, so we will work with the NMC. Okay. Said we have established some mechanism for the safety of journalists. That one. It is unprecedented, actually. So yeah, you should actually be praising us. And Kojo did not finish telling us just how marvelous the government has done with the mechanism for something, only for us to learn that apparently that office that has been set up in Kasano, it is just for show. Because we are learning that the government has not been funding the office so that it can be effective. So you buy a car, you don't put fuel inside. You don't service it. No, clap for Kojo Oppong Nkrumah, man. Give the guy a mighty clap offering. I mean, the legacies he's leaving behind as a former journalist and information minister, no? Especially when it comes to the safety of journalists, no? And how the government is defending. No, it go over all of you. It go over. No, so in summary, to the press freedom index, you know, the thing is that that press, it didn't do the ego of the government any massaging at all. But one, the summary is that one, the marking scheme has changed. 2, the examiner was wicked. I think 3, if there were any so-called attacks on journalists, you see, those people, they were non-state actors. They are not affiliated to the state. In fact, we don't know them at all. But moving forward, we will see what we can do. So, Wafakojo, the national security, no, if they are non-state actors, then when they are? No, like who owns it? Because at least I deserve to know whose boys are those who almost cost me my microcosm. You understand microcosm? Because seriously, if they were proper state-trained actors at those particular ones, needless. And I'm saying pictures now, I can show you, I still have it. Oh, so I agree with you, right? Non-state actors, they are non-state actors. Just tell us who owns those police and military officers who have been beating journalists and getting promoted under the president this past 5 years. Also, now the response of the government, which was signed by Kojo Ponkuma, it talks about ownership of media and the fact that some media houses are owned by politicians and so on. That's where I tend to look at the signature of the person who signed the thing again. Because I wanted to ask, is the person who signed the thing still a politician or is now a full-time minimum 26? Do you understand? But also, Honorable Kojo, your beloved colleague who shared pictures of a journalist on his TV station and urged people to go and deal with that guy who is working with investigative journalism. The man that when he speaks, then all the elements of the state panics, no? I mean, you remember the guy who died shortly after your dear colleague exposed him on TV and urged people to go and deal with him, no? So, to his non-state actor, no, and the state can't touch him, right? You know, nice, this is beautiful. And the journalists arrested, assaulted, and detained, you know, assaulted, not fried rights, assault. The men in uniform who delivered on their assignments with precision, like we saw at Ayawaso, they are also non-state actors, right? Oh, that's great. No, but guys, seriously, the media really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror, you know. The media needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror, you know. I'll tell you about that after this break. Oh, God. People of God, welcome from that break. This is still Backpage on CDTV. My name is Caleb Kuda. The show is proudly sponsored by Bell, Chill, and Win. Everyone is a winner, and Bell makes us taste of originality. Like I said, my name is Caleb Kuda. You know, the Supreme Court's decision on the injunction application of the minority on the E-levy, you know, it was unanimous, right? Yeah. Okay. So it appears the response of the media to reports that it is being silenced, harassed, abused, attacked, in fact, that it is being suppressed. No? It appears the responses have been unanimous so far. Now, if you monitored most of the conversations during this period, almost all the journalists say, yes, media is under attack. Government, stop defending yourself and stop attacking us. Okay. Again, what baffles my what baffles my is that, so all this is happening when His Excellency the President has said, you know, that he prefers a boisterous and even reckless media to a supine one. Some guy, supine is a big English. You can trust our too much. But it could mean, supine could mean weak, docile, and in other words, if you want to go the line of Nigeria, maybe mumu. Yeah, if you are supine, you are mumu. You are boy, you are tebe. Or simply put, in Ghana, we say we are John. That's what it means to be supine. Okay. So the president says he prefers a boisterous press. Again, another big English. But simply put, boisterous means animated, exuberant, lively, furious, or wild. Okay, good. So now, the way our media icons are saying government should stop defending itself and stop attacking, Mr. Bissau, does it mean that you are self-censoring or you are no longer furious and white? I mean, does it mean that you are becoming, what's the word? Like milk toast? Okay, so milk toast is a French word, okay? It means timid or feeble. Timid or feeble. Could that be the case? Maybe that is why the president does not like giving you people interview on critical state matters. No? He prefers to take his chair outside. No, when he goes outside Ghana, he doesn't take his chair. No. He prefers to face tough journalists for tough questions. And when was the last time we saw Meet the Press in this guy? It's been a long time, I think. It's been a while. Is that the case? No, I'm just asking. I don't really know what's happening, but now my other confusion really is that assuming that the media was furious, like, is it furious the word? No, like hard-hitting, basically, right? Like a wolf, like watchdogging and all that, and now let's say like it's supine, not the M1, but like that boy. Okay, so is it that, assuming, then the system is so repressive that just at once it silenced the wolves with violence, or that, the once furious wolf has been carefully tamed into a lovely pet? It is a question I'm asking, because I don't understand. Okay, so also, you see, I didn't do history much, but I'm told before the colonization actually worked properly, some chiefs and fellow natives of the land became raiders. And they agreed to sell their own countrymen to Obroniwau for cigarettes and wape. You know wape? You don't know wape? That's how some of our fathers were. They were sold for wape. No, it's an emotional story. Wape, oh, wape. No. So my question is it possible that for a tyrant, for want of a better word, right? A tyrant, quote unquote, is it possible for a tyrant to successfully domesticate you without you acquiescing? And then you may come before acquiesce. Acquiesce is what the hotel. Okay. No, I don't know what I'm even talking about. Honestly, I don't know what's coming. I just returned from the Blue Age. Something is doing me, honestly. But also, those of you who own and operate media in Ghana, I'm coming to ask you a very simple question. Close your eyes and let me see. Just close your eyes. It's like you are receiving the blessings of the Lord, the beneficiary. Close your eyes. Just close your eyes. Oh, the Spirit of the Lord is here. Okay. So as you have closed your eyes, ask yourself, say, the pay that you pay your staff, the pay that you pay your staff, are you genuinely expecting them to be independent, to be probing, uncompromising, and ethical journalists? No, I beg. I'm not saying this. I didn't say anything. And I'm saying those of you who are commandeers of what I've come to learn to be the legacy media, the print, the radio, the online, the newsroom, and everything, So that now, we are all saying we are being suppressed and everything. So I'm just asking a few questions, You understand? Should I continue? I hope you don't wish me well. Okay. So when your journalists go out there to tell stories about big companies who are very influential, who have a lot of money, and your journalists tell stories that expose maybe some wrong they're doing, flouting the law here and there, and it's affecting the common good of the people. And these people, they have money. They can easily change your house, get you a new car. You understand? When your journalists expose them for flouting the laws, And then the people come breathing down on your neck. Are you able to stand by your own, or you just apologize for the inconvenience caused by the indiscretion of your reckless journalist? I'm not sure what is happening to me today. I can say I just returned from the village. I saw some idols. They are chasing me. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but you understand. You are not supposed to understand, so I'm sure you understand. No, but what has ceased amazing, what hasn't ceased amazing is that for a crop of people who control the airtime and always talk about all the globe's problems 24/7 and seem to have all the answers to all the problems of the entire planet, including space and back. It appears we barely have time to address problems of our own. I think Mr. Filmoni is still our president. GJ president. He said, "How are you? How are you, sir?" Sorry, no. Something is missing. Today, something is happening to me. I am not myself. What is going on? I'm coming. Oh. I'm coming now. I'll see you next week.